Hi friends, Nancy Novak here. Welcome to my live Facebook webcast where every Wednesday I'm here to demonstrate my projects live, and this week I'm sharing with you 2 cards, and this is a gift card holder. This is made out of an envelope, and I'm using the Wood Textures paper pack, and what that is it's 6x6 paper, and it's double-sided, and it's all of these pretty wood textures. So this is in the current catalog, and it's going to be in the new catalog that's happening, let's see, Friday, June 1st. So I'm really excited about that new catalog. If any of you need a catalog, please contact me because I will send one out to you. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, let me know because I'd be happy to help you get started in stamping and talk to you about all the fun techniques and products that Stampin' Up! Has. And just make sure you visit me every Wednesday. You can see some of the Stampin' Up! Products, and also visit my blog, www.stampinshout.com. And every day or every other day or so, I post new cards there and what's going on in Stampin' Up! So you can learn a lot just from visiting my blog. Also on Facebook, Pinterest, kind of got a little bit going everywhere. I'm so excited about sharing stamping products with you, and Stampin' Up! Products especially, because I love them. So this one here, Celebrate You. Let's get going with that one. So all of these, there's not a lot of stamping on tonight's cards, but we were using this really pretty paper. And on this one, I have a very vanilla base, and I have a Early Espresso matte, and on this one I put the framelits from the Celebrate You thinlits in the middle of it. And you should have, if you come to my Facebook classes, you'll see that I do this a lot. I like to use the center of my matte pieces because it doesn't waste anything and it's not going to show, so it's a good way to use up some of that paper. So what I did was I ran this through the Big Shot already, and I have the words Celebrate You already cut out. Just have to break them away. So let's do that. This font is so pretty on this word Celebrate. So there we go. We're going to use this in a little bit. But again, that's a cute little tip. You might as well use as much of the paper as you can. Don't want to waste it. Let me just poke a couple of these. I'm going to bring in my paper snips and poke away a couple of the little... There we go. So it's all ready to go. We'll use that in a minute. And then I have a piece of the Designer Series paper from that paper pack. And I have all the sizes on my blog. After the video, you'll have project sheets that you can look at or you can print. And all the sizes are there and all the supplies. So again, we have the very vanilla, our matte piece, a piece of the Designer Series paper, another matte with the Designer Series paper, and another matte with the Designer Series paper. So this is a real simple card, but it really is just a wow card, I think. Great for a guy. So let's just put it all together. Easy peasy. So I'm just going to snail the matte piece onto my card. And this is all 1/8 of an inch different. Each piece is 1/8 of an inch smaller. So there's a real fine border on all of these. Most of my cards, I think I use about a 1/4 inch border, but I have a few extra layers, so I wanted just to show a little bit, and I think it really sets it off nicely. Just enough. So now I'm going to lay down this big piece of the Designer Series paper. See how it's just got a fine little edge all around there. So now I'm going to take these 2 pieces and snail them together. Okay, we're going to attach that one. I'm going to snail this piece down. And here's my original card. So you can kind of see I kind of centered both of these in the middle of the card. So let's bring this one in. And this has a little fine border up at the top. So you can decide which way you want it to go. I think I want it to go this way. Isn't this cool paper? Okay, then we'll bring in our next piece and we'll snail that onto the matte piece. So this is a nice layout. If you have some pretty paper you want to use, this is a quick and easy layout. You can use it with all different kinds of designer series paper. But tonight we're looking at this pretty wood texture paper. So then what I'm going to do in this one is I'm going to pop it up. So let me bring in my dimensionals. And I'm going to put 5 dimensionals on here. I'm going to put 1 in each corner and 1 in the middle. Charisse, hi! Boy, oh boy, Charisse and I went to high school together. And speaking of longtime friends, this week, I just have to tell you while I'm putting this on, I hooked up with a girlfriend that I found on Facebook, and we were friends. She's 8 years older than I used to babysit for, but she was like my big sister, and we met each other yesterday. I have goosebumps telling you guys this, and it's been like 30 years since we've seen each other. She now lives in North Carolina, and she was in town, and she stopped by to see me, and we had a wonderful visit. And hi, Donette. It was really a nice visit. Was so happy to see her. There you go. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to place this on here, and I'm going to use my Tombow glue, and just have to use a very light hand and put some glue here and there, and then we're going to turn it over and put it on our pretty paper. Give that a shake. Bring in another one. Let's see. There's tons of glue in there. It just must be stuck because I've been using it so much. Oh, there we go. So I'm using a very fine hand, and I want to get the edges. And then this fits really nicely right here on an angle. Just hold it there for a second. And we'll do the same thing for the word you. Then what I did is I took a piece of the burlap ribbon, which is 5/8 of an inch, and this is really nice ribbon. And I just folded it in half, so it's probably about a 4-inch piece, and I folded it in half, and I tied it with a piece of baker's twine. This one's gold. You can use whatever color you want. And then I took a couple of glue dots, and I kind of pushed it underneath here, and there's a space underneath here because we popped this piece up on dimensions. So let's put that together. Let me put my glue away so I can use it again later. So I just took a couple of these glue dots and put it on here, and kind of just found the space underneath here and kind of pushed it in. You have to be kind of tricky with it because those glue dots want to stick as soon as they hit, but it's very simple. You just got to push it in there. A little more. There you go. Fix your bow up a little. Push that down. Now wait, we got one more little thing we're going to do. Just wanted to add a little bit extra, a little more color maybe, but not too much. So I took some of these little candy dots, and I put a couple of them here and there, and I think it made a big difference. So let's see. Whoops, put one there. I'll put one there, and one more. Let's see, right here. So there you go. Wasn't that easy? But it's so pretty. I don't know, I keep saying that, pretty for a guy card, but it doesn't have to be for a guy. But again, you can use any colors you want. It's a nice simple layout. And inside you can put whatever you want. Happy retirement, happy birthday, happy Father's Day. So there you go. First card done. Hope you like that one.